Check, check. Here we are. It doesn't look as the same or as good as it did yesterday. I'm trying to figure out the kinks here. I reorganized my room. I don't know if you can tell, Daniel. I have been grinding since I got off. Does it look all right, Dan? Man, oh man, I'm excited for tonight. I've done a few notes to try to be as informed as possible with some of these Vanderbilt players. I'm excited. But what are we looking forward to tonight? Who do you think is the star player for the Cats? Is it B.J. Boston? Is it predictions? Give me against Auburn. I predicted us to win by 5, and obviously that didn't happen. We won by 2. But in terms of tonight against Vanderbilt, I hope for a really good showing. As you can see, the line, Vandy is the 3.5-point underdog. I'd probably go Kentucky by 7 is my initial gut feeling. Now, for Kentucky, B.J. Boston has had 2 straight 17-point games. So I'm hoping that he can continue to build off of that. I'm hoping that he continues to show strides and show his potential of being, the star that we had all hoped that he would be coming into the year. So I'm really hoping for that. I'm hoping for a good Keon game. One of my keys to the game here is to get Sarr and Keon going early. Whenever they did their high-low, Cal kind of made an adjustment going into the second half of the Auburn game where they did a little high-low set with Keon and Olivier, and it was actually working really well. I really like that. The high-low with Keon and Olivier. All along, I've kind of said that Olivier should be our go-to guy on the block. And so that is that. Shouts out VGX with the waste of sperm comment. Love to see that. But yeah, Hey, appreciate it, Daniel. Way to work your moderator job, buddy. That's you're due for a promotion. But yeah, for Vanderbilt, Scottie Pippen Jr., of course, is who you're going to have to watch out for. He's their go-to scorer. He's their offense. He averages 20. The next closest guy is averaging 14. So Scottie Pippen Jr. is that man for Vandy. And then their leading rebounder is Dessou, big man, 13.5 points, 8.5 rebounds. Whenever I was looking at some of these guys' stats, they actually shoot pretty well from behind the arc. As Kentucky and Vanderbilt about to tip off. Really, really excited. Should be a good one. I hope the scoreboard updates live, but we will see as we're about to get rolling. But as I said, my prediction right now is Kentucky 68, Vanderbilt 61. That's what I'm feeling. Daniel, if anybody else is watching, you can list your predictions down below. But I'm going UK 68, Vandy 61, and Kentucky wins by 7. UK by 7. And leading scorer, I'm going to go Keon Brooks. I think Keon's going to lead us in scoring. So, the first meeting, Brandon Boston Jr. actually only had 6 points in Kentucky's win, as you saw in the thumbnail. Kentucky won a close one. So let's hope they can pull this one out. This is a big game. I'm hoping for a big win as we're about to tip here at the Ingram Court at Memorial and Gymnasium. Tip goes to Vanderbilt. Of course, they find Scottie Pippen Jr. He brings it up. He dishes it in. I think that is Dessou. Dessou, they're looking for a down screen for Pippen. They hand it over to Pippen. Pippen gets the screen on the right wing here. He kicks it to the wing, left side, to Maxwell Lewis, and then Scottie Pippen gets it back, driving baseline, finds the big man, and then they kick it out, relocating. Great defense first possession by the Wildcats, force a terrible shot, rebound Jackson. They're looking to push up to Askew, and he kicks it to Mintz. Mintz on the right side, over to Askew. He's setting up the play here. They're giving it in to Olivier Sarr. Olivier Sarr, jab, pump. Out to Askew, top of the key. He looks to drive, floats it up, alley-oop to Jackson. Beautiful start. Devin Askew to Jackson. 2 points early for the young man. And a great assist by number 2, Devin Askew. I love that kid. As we have Wright, who kicks it over to Pippen. Scotty's looking. He kicks it over to Maxwell Evans. Evans down to the big man. I'm pretty sure that's Cleveland Brown. Cleveland Brown goes to attack. He loses it. Olivier Sarr comes up with it, kicks it up to Mintz. Mintz flips it cross court. Brandon Boston, terrible pass, deflected, out of bounds. It will be Kentucky out of bounds underneath here. Two nothing Cats early. As you can see on the scoreboard. They get it to Askew. Askew attacking, flips it out to Olivier. Olivier jab step, 3 balls up, and 3 balls off the mark. Cleared by Vanderbilt. They are pushing. Looks like that is Jordan Wright. Jordan Wright all the way, kicks it out. Scottie Pippen top of the key. He's attacking. He's not scared. He'll kick it out to number 1, Dessou. Dessou kicks out, 3 ball. Air ball. Oh my goodness. That was ugly. Davion Mintz on the attack, and he just threw it out of bounds, but the ref calls deflected out of bounds. It is Kentucky ball, out of bounds underneath. You would like to see them score here. As Devin Askew getting the play call from Coach Cal. Let's see what he does here. Looks like they're looking for a side screen for BJ. Nothing. Kicks it into Sarr. Sarr looking for Mintz. Gets it there. They're looking to work the right side of the court. He hands it off to Askew. 18 on the shot clock. He gets a ball screen from Sarr. Askew floats it up. Won't go. Rebound. And now Vanderbilt has possession. They kick it up to Dessou. Dessou looking to attack. Deflected away by Jackson, out of bounds. It'll be Vanderbilt ball on the sideline. So pretty active hands here by the Wildcats defensively. And a struggle early on, but that seems to be the Kentucky way this year. Scottie Pippen, mid-range. They call it travel. No call, no shot. Or no travel, rather. And it's Kentucky ball. Daniel, you never gave me your predictions. Not saying I was looking forward to them, but I was. Askew across the timeline. They're setting something up for BJ. BJ's going to get it on the left wing. He kicks it into Sarr. Sarr gathers and airballs the layup. Ugly start for Kentucky's offense. Scottie Pippen's going to bring it up for the Commodores. He kicks it in, and that's an easy layup, but he blew it. Wow. And a very sloppy beginning to this game. Davion Mintz on the other end, assist B.J. Boston. Davion Mintz with the transition lay-in. What a beautiful pass by B.J. Boston. And now Askew looking to guard Scotty. Scotty loses it, gathers it, flips it up. Jackson rejects it. You're going to hear that a lot tonight as the battle for the ball on the floor, and it's a jump ball. Possession arrow, Kentucky. Hey, this defense, Isaiah Jackson defending the rim. Kid is unbelievable. Love Isaiah Jackson. Beautiful pass on the last possession by B.J. Boston. Finding Davion Mintz running the floor. What a pass, what a bucket. As it is 4-0 early here. 16:50 to go. Askew kicks it over to Mintz. Mintz looking on the right wing to BJ. BJ puts up the three, and it's good. BJ Boston, here we go. Just how he ended last game. 5 of 8 from 3 last week, or last game, rather. Starts out 1 for 1 today, and it's an offensive foul on Vanderbilt. 7-0 start for the Cats, and they can add to it. Let's go. Love to see it. Let's see if we can keep BJ rolling. As Keon Brooks checks in. They inbound it to Askew. Askew's going to bring it across the timeline. Get the ball to BJ. Let BJ cook here. They're looking for him. Nothing. Give it to Keon Brooks. Top of the key. Down screen for Mintz. Mintz turns, fades, fires. It's good. Here come the Wildcats. 10-0 start. Love to see that. Let's see if we can get another stop in a bucket. Love what's going on for the Wildcats. They've kept the intensity on the defensive end, brought it on the offensive end. Vanderbilt answers with an and one layup. That is Dessou. Big Dessou with an and one lay-in. The foul looks like it was on Sarr. Tough spin move by Dessou there. The last 6 games, Dessou's averaging 16 points for Vanderbilt. 59% field goal shooter in the last 6. On the season, he's a 37% three-point shooter as well. So Dessou's one of those guys you got to keep close tabs on. As Askew's looking to start it up the offense here. It's 10-3 early. Wildcats, he may have gotten away with a push-off. They give it to Mintz. He's looking inside, but kicks it out to Askew. Askew, deep 3 ball, won't go off the front of the rim. But B.J. Boston, offensive rebound, and misses the putback. Scottie Pippen Jr. corrals the rebound. On the other end, he gets the screen. He's attacking downhill. He pump fakes. Nowhere to go. Askew steals it. Devin Askew on the other end. He's attacking, flips it over. Davion Mintz wide open. Off the mark. I thought that one was in. And now Scottie Pippen will get rolling. Kentucky has already forced 5 turnovers. You love to see that. And they've kept tabs on Pippen really well. Jordan Wright with the ball. Breaking down BJ. Attacks. Kicks it out. Pump fake. Attack. And that looked like a foul, but it was a bucket. Maxwell Evans with the tough take and tough finish. Askew brings it up. Kicks it into Keon. Keon swings it over. B.J. Boston wide open. You bet. Here comes B.J. Boston. Let's go. Love what we've gotten out of him the last 3. B.J.'s coming into his own. I love that. And now he gets the steal. Breakaway time. And he slams it in. B.J. Boston. 8 early on for the Wildcats. Let's go. Yes, sir. B.J. Boston. Scouts take notice as they get the ball to Pippen. Pippen looks to fire. It's off the mark. Mintz corrals it. He's looking to push. Let's keep B.J. rolling. He gets it into Keon. Keon. He gets it out to B.J. B.J. heat check time. Off the front of the rim. Rebound by Dessou, their leading rebounder. He gets it to Pippen. Pippen looking to attack. He's going to kick it over to Dessou. Dessou pump fakes, drives, loses the ball, but they call a foul. I don't know if I agree with that one. And it looks like we're going to get our first stop of the game. What a game. What a start to the game this has been. Wow. I love it. B.J. Boston. 8 early on for the Wildcats, leading them to a 15-5 start. Let's go. Let's go Cats, man. The Cats do look really good. It is a great start. I'm loving this. Welcome, Sean. Welcome, I Love Trailer Trash Tammy. Welcome, everybody, to the stream. If you like it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Like the stream. A great first 6 minutes for the Cats. They've done a great job. Once we reach 100 subscribers, we will be doing a giveaway. It seems that we are almost 65 away from the giveaway. Go Cats. That's right, Skylar. I will be doing these more often for the Wildcats. Of course, they're starting to turn that corner. I'm starting to feel really good about the Cats. They're starting to become, that team that we've thought that we've had all this time. I remember whenever we first, whenever Sarr committed, I was like, that's the missing piece we needed. Getting him from Wake Forest was huge. I thought we were going to be the number 1 seed. I thought we were going to win it all. But, hey, who knows? Crazier things have happened in this world, especially in 2020. I think that you can kind of expect the unexpected nowadays. What's the worst that can happen but a below 500 team making some noise? I love it. I figured your profile picture, it looks like I figured you were. Are you from Kentucky or are you an out-of-state fan? It's always cool to see how Kentucky branches and how many fans we have all across the United States. It's really cool to see. I am from Kentucky, so I'm a homegrown boy that just loves the Wildcats. As B.J. Boston starting out hot early. 8 points, 2 of 3 shooting. You're from Illinois? See, that's awesome. I love seeing the Cat influence all the way in Chicago. I know a couple of Chi-Town players that play for my Lakers, Taylor Horton-Tucker. But let's get back to the action. Scottie Pippen, he's looking. He kicks it over to Maxwell Evans, who gets it back to Pippen. Pippen isolating, trying to work on Jackson. That's not the matchup you want. He floats it up. He misses. And it looks like, I thought that was deflected by Vanderbilt, but they'll give it back to Vandy. Vandy's going to look for a little out-of-bounds underneath situation here. Never say I'm from Chicago. I'm sorry. You're from Illinois. I forgot that's its own state. That's awesome. They kick it out. Maxwell Evans for 3, and that's all air. B.J. Boston with a rebound. That was an awful shot. B.J. kicks it up to Mintz. Mintz setting it up. He gets it into Isaiah. Isaiah, it would be nice to see him kick it out here. But he's going to attack. And now he kicks it out to Toppin. Toppin checks in for the first time. He gets it over to Keon. Keon out to Mintz. This is a weird lineup. It seems like a big lineup. Keon Brooks, top of the key. He's looking to attack. Downhill. May have gotten fouled. No call. Blocked out of bounds. So now it's Kentucky underneath. Not a problem, Howard. I appreciate you being here. It's always fun talking about the Cats. I love it. I love every second of it. As now, baseline underneath for the Cats. Looks like they're going to work it into Jackson. They do. Little quick pass to Mintz off the inbound. Off the front of the rim. Keon Brooks working hard underneath. Kicks it out. What a pass. Isaiah Jackson fouled on the hammer. He about put him on a poster. Clavion Brown, get out of the way. Isaiah Jackson about put you on that poster. Quick pass from Keon to Mintz to Jackson. Looks like Brown came down holding his face. I'm not too sure. Jackson, of course, coming off his career high against Auburn. 18 points on Saturday. Jackson, first one's up. And it is good after dancing on the rim a little bit. 16-5 Wildcats. B.J. Boston taking his first seat, and Cal gives him a big high five. Gotta love that. Cal has never lost faith in that young man, and I think that has helped BJ so much. Everybody was trying to throw the towels in on BJ except for Cal. And Isaiah Jackson puts both in, 17-5 for the Cats. Thank you for subscribing, Skylar. I appreciate it. I thought we would have an alert, but I'm not. I set that up, but hey, it hasn't been working, so I'm going to have to look back into that. As Pippen gets it over to Dessou. Dessou for three. It's good. 37% three-ball shooter on the year. Beautiful form, and it finds the bottom of the net. Mintz looks to set it up for the Cats. He gets it over to Keon. Keon finds Isaiah Jackson. That high-low game, that has been beautiful. Isaiah Jackson and Keon Brooks. Beautiful pass by Keon. Working it into Jackson. Jackson also with 6. Gotta love BJ and Isaiah Jackson stepping up. Askew guarding Scotty. Scotty looking to attack. He's working against Jackson. Nothing. Musa can't handle the hot pass, and it's out of bounds. Beautiful defense by the Kentucky Wildcats, forcing yet another turnover. I'm pretty sure they have forced about 7 or 8 so far. I'll have to look whenever we get a dead ball. I appreciate the sub again from I Love Trailer Trash, Tammy. I love the name. Scottie Pippen Jr. with 3 turnovers tonight as they get it to Jackson at the top of the key. Down low to Toppin. Toppin in the high post area gets it back to Jackson at the top of the key. He finds Toppin. A 2-man game works beautifully there as Toppin puts in the mid-range jump shot. I cannot show the game live. I'm sorry. There's some copyright things, I think, that I cannot show the game live. I wish I could. Because I would love that. I have an extra camera that I could do. Olivier Sarr with the steal up to Askew. Askew gets fouled, and he's going to the line. Beautiful start by the Kentucky Wildcats. Yeah, it's highly illegal. They would shut me down quicker than I could be up. So I would love to show the game. Trust me, I would love it. My stream would get taken down in minutes. It wouldn't take very long. As yet another timeout here, the Wildcats are leading 22-8. The scoreboard is on 21-8, so maybe the live score was wrong. But you can't complain about the start so far for Kentucky. B.J. Boston, Isaiah Jackson, Keon Brooks finding them. I love what I'm seeing. They're holding Scottie Pippen Jr. To 0 points and 3 turnovers right now. They need to keep tabs on Dessou. Dessou has gotten loose a few times. We got to make sure he doesn't get hot because he's a guy that can fill it up. He's their second leading scorer. But other than that, they're forcing turnovers. They're doing a really good job. So I'm excited for what we're seeing. Obviously, this Vanderbilt team on paper isn't the greatest. But regardless, it's good to see the Cats starting to build off of that Auburn win. Hopefully we see 40 minutes of it and not just 30 like we've seen in the past from them. They get that win and we think it's time to break through, and then they give us 30 minutes of great basketball. You're good, Skylar. I appreciate you for chatting with us for a little bit. Have a good rest of your night, man. Who you looking to kind of take over the second half of the first half, the last 10 minutes of the first half here? I want Keon and BJ to start rolling. I want to get Keon rolling because with Jackson and BJ playing the way they are, if Keon can just be that third guy, be that steady anchor for us. I love Keon Brooks. Hope that kid sticks around for next season. I hope Davion Mintz comes back, uses that extra year of eligibility. I would love to see him back. As it looks like we're about to go to the foul line here. Yes, sir, Skylar. As Kentucky retakes the floor off the timeout. Toppin, Sarr, Jackson, Askew, and Boston. Boston with a quick breather, and he's already back out there. Well, every year with Kentucky, they're known to lose leads. Yes, you're not wrong. You always have to keep your foot on the gas, and some young guys don't really understand that until it happens to them. But I guess that's one of the perks, if you will, of having a young team, as Askew puts in the first and the second. It is 23-8. As Trey Thomas brings up the ball for Vanderbilt. It looks like Scottie Pippen Jr. is in the corner working off ball here. He retrieves the ball. He finds DJ Harvey, who, oh my goodness, he missed the rim by about a foot. BJ Boston on the other end breaks it down, kicks it out to Askew. Askew over to Toppin. Toppin looking to enter it in. No, he'll take it himself. Out to Sarr. Sarr pump fakes, one dribble, out BJ. BJ attacking, out to Toppin. Toppin down low to Sarr. Sarr looking to go to work. Sarr kicks it out to Askew. Askew, jab step, dribbles left, up, under, fades. No good. It's a travel. That was a beautiful shot, beautiful move by Askew, but just too many steps. Let's see. He didn't travel, but I'm not an official, so maybe he did. As Dessou with the ball, hands it over to Scotty, gets him off the screen. He's working against Sarr. I'm sure he'll attack this here. Scotty looks down at the ball, fakes, dribble, hezzy, pulls up, and it's an offensive foul. Scottie Pippen Jr., another turnover. That's number 4 on the night for Scotty. Struggling to get rolling. You got to love the Cats' defense on a guy that averages over 20 points a game. Just pushes off on Sarr. Beautiful defense, Olivier. Attaboy. 4 turnovers, 0 of 3 shooting for Pippen. And his teammates are looking at him like, what are you doing, bud? He's trying to explain himself. As Askew's going to bring the ball up. Askew breaking down his defender. Over to BJ. BJ jab step. Gets it back to Askew. Top of the key. Over to the left wing. Jacob Toppin. He gets it over to Askew. Back to Boston on the right wing. He fakes a pass over to Toppin. Little 3-man game. Now they enter it into Jackson. Jackson mid-range. It's all butter. Beautiful shot, Isaiah Jackson. Faced up and absolutely bottomed it. Gotta love the confidence that's brewing for Isaiah Jackson. 25-8. Vanderbilt looking to attack. Over to Thomas. Back to Stute. Stute for 3. Off the front of the rim. Rebounded by DJ. And they get it over to Isaac McBride. He enters it into Dessou. With Scottie Pippen out, you got to think he's their number 1 option, but he kicks it out for 3. That is Thomas, and it's off the front of the rim, but Isaiah Jackson loses the rebound. And now Vanderbilt will get a fresh 20. They swing it over to the right side. Thomas for 3. Off the front of the rim. And out of bounds, Vanderbilt ball. You got to get the loose balls, fellas. No excuses here. Cal ripping into either I don't know if it's the ref or one of his players, but he's yelling at somebody. And it looks like Harvey inbounds it to McBride. McBride over to Dessou. Dessou's looking to dribble. He drives. He flips it up, and it's good. Dessou up and in. And they get it down. Davion Mintz for 3. Won't go. Dessou rebounds. It's up to McBride. McBride pushing. Spin move. Beautiful spin. He steps back. What a shot, but that's off the front of the rim. Got to be over the back. And that's what they call on DJ Harvey. A little bit too aggressive going over the back of BJ Boston, who is always seamlessly in the right position for rebounds. I love the way BJ Boston attacks the glass. Dessou's a nice little player for Vanderbilt. He's only a sophomore. You got to think he's going to be a 4-year guy. I think he can be a solid pro one day. 8 points, 4 rebounds early on. He's got pro written all over him as Askew drives and kicks out to Keon. Keon not shy for 3, won't go. Thomas clears it. Thomas is pushing up. He gets a screen from Dessou. He gives it over to Dessou. Dessou attacking downhill against Sarr. Flips it up, gets rejected. But they can't corral the rebound. Dessou gets it back. Top of the key. Pump fakes once. Puts it up. It's off the front of the rim. Can't hesitate as Keon Brooks corrals it. And Askew getting the call from Cal. It'll be interesting to see if they go to the high-low here. I expect them to. Keon Brooks in the high. Looks like a down screen for Davion. Davion gets it, curls it, pump fakes, gets the defender up, kicks it out. Askew for three, won't go. Dessou crashing in. What a rebound. Thomas gets the screen from Dessou. He doesn't want it. Now he does. And they're working the two-man game. Thomas attacking. And he's kind of holding it in the corner. Flips it down to Dessou. Dessou one-on-one with Sarr. Tells Thomas, get out of my way. I'm going to take this one-on-one. And Dirk fade. Terrible shot. Keon Brooks rebounds. Up to Askew. Askew pushing up. BJ Boston. Another one off the back iron. And rebound by Harvey. Harvey kicks it up to McBride. McBride looking to push. Deflected by Askew. Askew hustling. Tries saving it, but it goes out. Keon Brooks with the defense. Blocks Dessou at the rim, but another loose ball to Vanderbilt. Joel Justice off the bench giving Kentucky a bravo. Great defense going on right now. We have to rebound. The loose balls are going towards Vanderbilt right here. Thomas probing, fouled, and he'll go to the line for two. And it looks like another timeout here. Man, what a game. What a start to the game. Kentucky started off slow, got hot. Now they're back to being kind of cold. On defense, they're playing, do I have a favorite NBA team? I don't know if that comment is, just, I think it's clear by my backdrop here. I'm a big Los Angeles Laker fan. Have been. One of my favorite memories as a Kentucky and Laker fan was whenever we drafted Julius Randle. I believe it was 8th overall, right after Marcus Smart. I literally screamed and was so excited to watch my favorite player ever, Kobe Bryant, play with one of my top favorite players at Kentucky, Julius Randle. Obviously, Julius Randle is now playing for the New York Knicks and playing very well at that. I'm happy for Julius. Not too many Cat players that you can't say aren't doing very well at the next level. So you got to love that. It's awesome to be a fan of a program that has such an impact on the next level. It's really fun to know that my guys, the Wildcats, are going to be some of the best in the league. And now on the Lakers, I get to watch Anthony Davis every night, and that's incredible. Get well soon, AD. We miss you. But yeah, this in terms of this game, mine's Miami because of Tyler and Bam. Yes, sir. Tyler and Bam, I love Bam. One of the most underrated Kentucky players whenever he was here because he played with such a great team in D. Fox, Malik Monk, that crew. That's one of the best teams we've had at Kentucky. And Bam was the man in the middle, and I loved him so much. He did all the little things that nobody else really wanted to do, and he still does that for the Miami Heat. So you got to love to see these Kentucky guys doing well. It was really fun to play you guys in the finals last year. That was good. It was exciting to see Jimmy Butler go on the playoff run he went on, and Bam and Tyler and all those guys really step up and play extremely well for the playoff run. Quick shout out Nikki Cross for the Vanderbilt coaching staff. As Thomas at the line, bottoms the first one. And he's looking to cut the lead to 13. And he does. Now looking like there's going to be some subs. Maybe they get back Scottie Pippen. That's exactly what they do. Pippen Jr. back in. 25-12. Vanderbilt bringing up some pressure. That's interesting. They're bringing a little diamond zone defense out as BJ about throws it away, but Mintz corrals it. Mintz Looking to skip it. He does to BJ. BJ over to Devin, and now the offense can get set. 15 on the shot clock. Askew looking to attack. He's still waiting. Gives it out to Keon. He throws it away. All the way. Keon rejects it at the rim. The follow, no good for Vanderbilt. Davion Mintz with the rebound up to Askew. Askew looking to push up to Jackson. Jackson back to Askew, and they're going to slow it up. Nope. Davion Mintz gets it, flips it up. No good. Dessou with the rebound up to Pippen. Pippen Jr. all the way. Flips it out to Dessou. They swing it one more. Beautiful drive by Jordan Wright. The sophomore. This very sophomore-heavy Vanderbilt team. Jordan Wright, as Askew brings it up, gets a screen from Jackson, and they call an illegal screen. 25-14. The game is... The momentum, I should say, is starting to swing a little bit towards Vanderbilt. I would like to see Kentucky get to the basket, get an easy one. Maybe go back to the high-low that has been working so well over the last few games. As Pippen's going to bring it up for Vanderbilt. He kicks it over to Evans. Evans over to Harvey, gets it back to Pippen. Pippen attacking. He's going to flip it into Dessou. Great cut, but fouled by B.J. Boston. Dessou would have had an easy one, so good foul by B.J. Stops the easy bucket. Scottie Pippen, beautiful pass to the cutting Dessou. You got to convert that one. That's a... I feel like whenever Dessou is a senior, as he misses the first free throw, whenever he's a senior, he'll be able to convert that play quite often for Vanderbilt. As Kentucky sits at 5-7 in the SEC here, Vanderbilt 2-8. And can they cut it to 10? They do. Dessou puts it in. He's having a very good game. Dante Allen is out there for the Cats for the first time tonight. Davion Mintz up to Askew. Over to Mintz. Over to Allen. Back to Mintz. So it seems like there's a zone by Vanderbilt, so they're working it around the perimeter a little bit. Into Keon. Floats it up. Isaiah Jackson. Slam dunk off the assist from Keon. That's what you love to see. High-low. That high-low between Keon and Jackson is so tough. Pippen gets a screen from Dessou. Pippen attacking, can't find nobody, gets it out. Maxwell Evans kicks it out to Harvey. Harvey misses the three. Mintz battling for the rebound, can't get it. Jordan Wright collects it. Vanderbilt gets another 20. Scottie Pippen attacking against Askew. Tough take, won't go. Isaiah Jackson with the rebound up to Askew. Devin looking to push. He flips it right into the defense's hands. I'm pretty sure that is DJ Harvey. Harvey brings it up for the Commodores. Gets a screen from Dessou. Kicks it out to Wright. Wright looking to post up. Gets it stripped by Keon, but it's out on Keon Brooks. 27-15. That scoreboard hasn't refreshed in a while. Isaiah Jackson. As Devin Askew brings it into the front court. It's 27-17. Out to Mintz. Mintz. They're out of the zone quick. One possession and they're out of it. Kentucky handled the zone with ease into Keon. Top of the key. They've got under 10 to work. They need to find something here. Davion Mintz. Can he make something happen? Kicks it out to Askew for deep three. It's good. Devin Askew from downtown. You love to see it. As Scottie Pippen Jr. will get it. He's going to get a screen from Jordan Wright. Pippen looking. He's going to take it himself all the way. Flips it up. No good. Dessou on the offensive glass. Working hard. 30-19. Man, I am really impressed by Dessou. Devin Askew loses it. They flip it up. Dessou breakaway rim. He's got it. Quick timeout by Cal, 30-21. 13 points for Dessou. On the year, he averages just over 13, so he's already at his average. Looks like it's going to be a big night for Dessou. You want to hear some stats? Give me 1 second, pull them up here. So for Kentucky, Isaiah Jackson has 10 points, 5 rebounds, 4-4 shooting. I'm really liking that high-low game between him and Keon. Keon has 3 rebounds and 3 assists, no points. So Keon seems to be looking more to play make. Toppin off the bench has 2. Mintz with 5, 3, and 2. A rather complete start for Davion. Has the sub thing worked yet? No, it has not, Dylan. It has not. And I'm not sure why. Because whenever, I don't think I can click on it, but whenever I do, it works. Oh. I think I had it hidden, fellas. I think I had it hidden. So it might actually work now. I may have had it hidden. But I'm not sure. Because we've gotten 2 new subscribers during this, and it hasn't worked. So I'm not too sure with that. I think it's on me, Dylan. Yeah, I might have had it blocked up. No, I don't think I did. Yeah, it's sad, man. I remember whenever I was younger and I would watch live streams. Like, I would literally just click subscribe to see my name pop up. I wouldn't even really know who I was subscribing to. But it's just cool to see your name pop up, you know? So I need to get that fixed. I need to figure out what's going on. I probably just need to add a new source. I'll try it at halftime, just adding a new source and probably re-adding that GIF real quick. But let's get back to the action as Davion Mintz brings it across half court. He gets it over to Toppin. Toppin, top of the key, gets it over to BJ. BJ attacking. He slips, falls down, but kicks it out to Toppin. Toppin. He's probing, looking, gives it to BJ. BJ gets fouled. They're really playing tough with BJ Boston. Yeah, I'll figure it out, Dylan. I'm not too sure. Why it hasn't worked, per se. But Mintz for Kentucky's offense. In and out dribble, he's doubled. Looking, finding Keon on the opposite wing. Keon attacks, flips it up. Tough shot. It's off the mark. Jacob Toppin, they call a foul. Looks like it's on Vanderbilt. And it will be free throws. I think. They go to replay at the worst times whenever you're trying to see what's going on. But, yeah, that's an easy foul. On the box out of Jackson, literally, Jordan Wright just put 2 hands into Jackson trying to clear him out. And that's not how you box out. So Jackson will go to the line. And as he hits the first one, brings the lead back up to 10. You love to see that. Isaiah Jackson having a heck of a game again after having 18 points and 10 rebounds against Auburn. He's got 12 early here. 32-21. Kentucky up by 11 against Vanderbilt. Scottie Pippen into the front court. He's looking, gives it over to Dessou. Dessou's been the hot hand for Vanderbilt. He's looking to enter it into Jordan Wright. Can't get it to him. Now he finds him. Jordan Wright attacking on top and kicks it out. Dessou for 3. Off the back iron. Can't corral it, but Dessou's there and lays it up and in. Gets his own miss. You got to box him out. Whoever's guarding Dessou has to box him out and not let him get going. Dylan Dessou, 15 points and 8 rebounds. What a start. What a first half. as they get it to Askew. Askew looking for Mintz. He gets it there. They're looking to enter it into Keon. They do. He loses it for a moment, gets it back. Davion has to attack, working with 5, with 4. He gets it out. Keon, open 3, off the back iron. Jacob Toppin fighting for it. He won't get it. Instead, it's Scottie Pippen coming the other way for Vanderbilt. He gets a screen from Dessou, zips it in. Dylan Dessou with the foul, almost converts it. Dylan Dessou. He's starting to get a little confident. Got a little swag walk brewing. Dylan Dessou. Isaiah Jackson, you can't fly by there. You cannot fly by there. You need to box out. There's no reason to fly by Dessou there. As he's at the line, Dylan makes the first one. Yeah, Dylan Dessou has 19 of Vanderbilt's 24. Or 16, rather. Sorry. He now has 17 of Vanderbilt's 25. Dylan Dessou. As they get across half court, Keon Brooks looking to attack. Finds Isaiah. Isaiah gets it deflected, but there's a foul. Isaiah Jackson back to the foul line. You love to see Isaiah Jackson being so aggressive. They call a foul on Dessou there. Dessou got caught with his hands in the cookie jar. Jackson flips it up. It's good. Isaiah Jackson at the foul line. I love the aggression from Isaiah. As he misses there, Toppin offensive rebound. Gets Dessou up. Isaiah Jackson! Oh my goodness. That'll be on highlight tapes everywhere. Tip slam. My goodness, off the Toppin offensive rebound and miss. Should have been a foul, no call, but Jackson throws it down. Sorry, I had to duck for cover. Watch out below. Don't go down there when Jackson's there. He might hurt you. My goodness. Isaiah Jackson, 15.7 rebounds. This game should be Jackson versus Dessou. Scottie Pippen double team finds some help. That is Stute. He gets it over to Wright. Right over to Evans. Evans back to Wright. Wright attacking, and they call a blocking foul on Keon Brooks. No, that's Harvey, rather. My bad. Misspoke there. But Isaiah Jackson, man, oh man. If you're not watching the game, you need to find that highlight. Absolutely beautiful tip slam. Way to crash the boards, Toppin. Way to crash the boards, Isaiah. I really like this lineup, to be honest. I love Keon at the 3. It adds another playmaker out there with Mintz and Askew. All the pressure's not on Askew and Mintz to make plays. Jackson can be more of a scoring threat. Toppin can just kind of lurk. Because you know his short corner and mid-range game is absolutely beautiful. As he makes both here, DJ Harvey. As they bring back the press. Looks like they're going man-to-man press this time instead of the diamond they went to earlier. It looks like it's a trap. Askew finds Toppin, who then finds Mintz for 3. You bet. Davion Mintz from downtown, 38-27. Kentucky keeping them at double digits. Davion Mintz with 8. Scottie Pippen probing. He loses it. Devin Askew being aggressive. Mintz corrals it and a foul on Pippen. And they will be reviewing that one. That was not a clean foul. That was in a And he sinks a little bit dirty. Yeah, that'll be a flagrant. Scottie Pippen Jr. really frustrated. You got to love what Kentucky's doing with Vanderbilt's best player. I mean, my goodness. They're playing so well. Scottie Pippen, 0 points, 1 rebound, 5 turnovers. He very well could be ejected. It wasn't necessarily, but he legit had no intentions on that ball. That is a nasty play. Very nasty there by Scottie Pippen. That's at least a flagrant one. If not, he'll be thrown out. They don't do that very much in the college game. They do not like that sort of action. I think they're going to call a flagrant or intentional foul. Nothing more, nothing less. It looks like that is the call, an intentional foul. I'm surprised. Normally in college basketball games, if there's something like that, they kick them out. They normally do not stand for that kind of stuff. This will be Scottie Pippen's second. But it may count as 2. Because then the personal foul, then the intentional. So Scottie Pippen had lost the ball. Askew then deflects it, and Davion Mintz goes to grab it. And he's, well ahead of Scottie a little bit. And then Scottie, not even going after the ball, just completely shoves Davion Mintz to the ground. Immediately, it took the refs maybe 5 seconds with the review. Immediately, it was a intentional foul. Davion Mintz puts in both free throws. It is now 40-27. Scottie Pippen Jr. is having a night or a half at least, that you would like to forget. Mintz gets it into Askew. Askew brings it up. 40 seconds now in the half. I would like to see them get a good shot here. Keon, top of the key, finds Toppin. Toppin fades. Beautiful shot. Jacob Toppin for 2. Scottie does have 2 fouls. 0 of 5 from the field. 5 turnovers. It was a very cheap move. He didn't even make a play on the ball. As it looks like Marshall Evans. He'll get a screen from Dessou. Skips it over to Isaac McBride for 3. It's good. Isaac McBride comes into tonight averaging 3 points on the year. Davion Mintz misses. As we go to the half, 42-30. Kentucky up by 12. You got to love the first half by the Wildcats. 11 assists on 14 makes. You got to love it for Kentucky. Way to create for one another. No selfish basketball, which is something that Cal has highlighted on. He has been very, very keen on we're not playing for each other. So you love to see what they're doing now. It'll be interesting to see how Vanderbilt makes some adjustments. Stackhouse, very good coach. But let's look at some stats here for Vanderbilt. Obviously, Scottie Pippen Jr. struggling. Absolutely struggling. 0 for 5 from the field, 5 turnovers, 0 points. This man averages 20 points per game. D'Souza's been the hot man. Or Dessou, my bad. D'Souza's been the hot man for Vanderbilt. 17 points, 8 rebounds, 6 of 12 from the field. He has 6, I'm pretty sure, defensive rebounds. So he has 6 defensive rebounds, 2 offensive. And then outside of that, he's been their whole team. Outside of him, no one has over 4 points. You stop Dessou. You stop Vanderbilt right now. Obviously, Scottie Pippen will probably come out and have a pretty solid second half, but you would like to see us maintain this lead. As for UK, Isaiah Jackson with 15 and 7, Davion Mintz with 10, Boston with 8. None for Sarr. Sarr actually hasn't really played that much. I feel like he hasn't been out there. They've been rolling with more Toppin and Jackson Yes, it's doing really well. Whenever we first started streaming, I'm pretty sure we had 28 or 29 subs. And so over the last 3 nights of streaming, we've gained almost 3 a night. So that's pretty exciting. Devin Askew with 5, Jacob Toppin with 4. Keon Brooks, no points, but he has 3 rebounds and 4 assists, so he's playmaking for others. You love to see that. I mean, let's just put it like this. If Kentucky wins tonight, they will be 6-7 in the SEC, okay? And right now, a 5 seed, according to Joe Lunardi, a 5 seed in the NCAA tournament, Missouri, has a 6-6 record in the SEC. We would be 1 game back in the SEC from Missouri. 1 game. I mean, that could make things very, very interesting. Obviously, we lost the head-to-head by 5. But to be in the position that we are with the start that Kentucky has had to their season, I'm very excited to see us. They continue to fight. These kids are so much fun to watch despite our record. So I love that. And real quick, if you're not already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We are doing a giveaway at 100 subscribers. It's a Steph Curry jersey, and you could win that. It's an extra large. Go ahead, like the stream. And if you like this kind of content, we will be going live for the rest of the season for the Kentucky Wildcats, as long as no personal issues arise where I have to miss one. But if everything goes according to plan, we will be live streaming the rest of the season for the Kentucky Wildcats. Very, very excited about that. The next game for the Wildcats is on Saturday against Tennessee in Knoxville. Yep, in Knoxville. Wow, I got that right off the top of my head. Love that. We've already played Tennessee. We lost. We had the game. We controlled the game for 30 minutes, but somehow lost it. It was one of the worst second-half collapses I've seen in a long time. We gave up a lot of points. We gave up 82 points. That's not acceptable. But the rest of the season, we go at Tennessee, and then we play Texas A&M. We play Florida, who will be looking for a revenge game. We absolutely embarrass Florida. NCAA tournament, full-day stream would be live for that. Would be so cool. Yeah, I mean, I'm really excited. That'll be a good time. March Madness rolls around. I may have to get a stream rolling. Who knows what we'll do there? That could be fun. Yes, Scottie Pippen Jr., he cheap-shotted Davion Mintz. Again, he turned the ball over, and Devin Askew deflected it out. Davion Mintz was going to run for it, and Scottie Pippen clearly just shoved him to the ground, not even going after the ball. So he got an intentional foul. He's having an awful game. 5 turnovers, 0 of 5 from the field. No points, 1 rebound, no assist. Pippen Jr. is really struggling. This is a man that averages 20 points per game. So Kentucky doing a very good job at guarding him. But again, for the rest of the way, we end off the season with Ole Miss. That will be interesting. Ole Miss 12-8. They're on a hot streak right now. Beat Tennessee, beat Auburn, beat Missouri, and beat South Carolina. They play on Thursday against LSU. Actually, no, it was postponed, so their next game is Saturday. Man, and it's just exciting. It's exciting that, we're rolling around towards March, and now Kentucky fans feel like we have something to talk about. This team is starting to come into form. A lot of people will say, they were giving up on Cal. A lot of people were bashing Cal, saying he couldn't coach this team, and look what he's done with them. They're playing really good basketball. Obviously, I don't want to get too ahead of myself. We've only won 6 games, so I can't talk too highly. But you can tell that these guys are starting to figure it out. Now, obviously, in the second half, we have to limit turnovers. It seems like in our second half debacles, we always turn the ball over. We need to maintain the ball. If they press, bring up the 2 guards. Work a little two-guard set. Work the ball up slow. And don't make the easy pass. That is the key. B.J. Boston, earlier in the first half, he threw that very lob pass to Davion Mintz. It almost got deflected and stolen, but it didn't. But that's just something that we can't do. We have to value possession, value the ball. So for the second half, limit turnovers. And be aggressive, stay aggressive, and go to that high-low a little bit more. Whenever Keon Brooks gets it at the top of the key, and he can just turn and work, and then Isaiah Jackson is working on the block, it's absolutely beautiful. I love that for Kentucky. So I can't wait for the second half. I'm expecting a really good second half. Hey, 40 subs would be huge. I'd be so excited. We are one away. That's awesome. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. It's always fun to talk sports, especially about the Kentucky Wildcats. It's always a good time. We will probably full live stream the SEC tournament as well. Maybe not the early games because a man has to work. But I'll get on here later on. I appreciate the subscribe, Rick. I appreciate you coming in and hanging out with us again. For those of you that are new, we do this almost every night. Shouts out, Rick, man. I wish I could get my sub alert to work. I'll have to call Dylan at the end of this stream, and he'll have to fix it for me. But I'm not too sure why it's not working, or else your name would pop up and a sick GIF that I picked out would pop up. But, I mean, it is what it is. I appreciate it. We are doing a 100 subscriber giveaway. And if you have TikTok, we have a TikTok channel as well. That is more dedicated towards professional sports, NBA. We throw some NFL in there, but it's more NBA. It's more NBA driven. So if you are a fan of the National Basketball Association, you can go ahead and check out some of our videos, some of our TikToks. Hey, I really appreciate that, Howard. He turned his TV volume off and has been listening to me. You are a really good announcer. Thanks, man. I appreciate it, Howard. I really do. I try to be as exciting as possible because I know I can only do so much without the game being on. But I hope a lot of people do what you are doing. Kind of turn the game on and turn the volume down. Because sometimes, man, them national TV announcers just aren't into it. There's nothing better than getting a fan behind it. What's the TikTok name? It's X Factor Sports Talk, I think. I haven't given it out before, so it's X Factor _sports_talk. We're at 129 followers. On there, we're doing a 150 subscriber or follower giveaway, and we are 21 away on the TikTok. We're giving away $25, so that's pretty exciting. And so I'm really excited for the second half. This is going to be a good one. 50 tonight. I mean, potentially, Dylan, you never know. I'm really enjoying talking about the Cats. I was really nervous about doing a college game because in the NBA, whenever I do these, if you like the NBA, I will be doing one of these tomorrow for the Brooklyn Nets against the Lakers. Obviously, no Kevin Durant, no Anthony Davis on that one. I just subscribed. How's the weather? 74 degrees. It's cold. Very cold. It is so cold, it's stupid, Harper. Please do not brag that you're in Phoenix, because I bet it's beautiful. But here in Kentucky, man, it is cold. And we're expecting more snow tonight. So, yeah, we've gotten a lot of snow. It's freezing. You step outside, your whole body feels like it's dried up. It is awful. I appreciate the love. I love Trailer Trash Tammy. Always have to say your name whenever you comment. I love it. Appreciate you, Matthew, for coming out. Harper. Here, like I said, man, cold. Rick, does anyone else think a legit run come March is possible? Yes, I really do. I think the talent is here. We like 20-something. Yeah. Not much to talk about here in Kentucky when it comes to weather. What's it like in northern Indiana, Rick? But I for real do think that this team has the potential to get it going. I really think it does. Our team it has so much potential that has not been unlocked yet. And maybe we're starting to figure that out. BJ Boston looks extremely confident. And the legit run, there's always are those sleeper teams in the tournament. So who knows? Yeah. And if you remember, just a few years back in 2014, we were an 8th seed, back against the wall. We played an undefeated team in the second round, beat them. We made the run all the way to the championship. Probably one of my all-time favorite runs. Aaron Harrison goes on a tear and carries us. Maybe that's BJ this year. Maybe that's Davion Mintz this year. Who knows? But I'm really excited. Just found your channel. Don't have cable. Thanks. Not a problem, Al. I appreciate it. You checking us out. If you want to go ahead and subscribe and like the channel. We always appreciate that. But the second half, really excited here. Should be a good time. But like I was saying, man, this team, I think, has the makeup to go on that long run. I think that they're starting to play with each other. They're playing loose again in the first half. 11 assists on 14 field goals. That's huge. That is huge for a team that early on you would watch and you'd be like, man, I feel like I'm watching AAU tryouts. They're all going one-on-one. They're trying to make stuff happen for each other now. And it's so much fun to watch this group's development. And personally, I think that this team could turn into one of my all-time favorites. Because honestly, I am rooting so hard for this group. I want them to prove everybody wrong. I want Coach Cal to put together quite the coaching streak here with this group. I appreciate the subscribe, Al. I wish my subscriber thing was working, but it's not. So we'll have to look into all that. But yeah, I mean, do you guys think that this team has what it takes to go on the run? Because in my opinion, their defense can be one of the best in the nation whenever they're locked in and playing really well. Yeah, lockdown defense, Rick. That's your comments right on time with what I was saying. They're going to have to rely on that defense because this Kentucky team in general can go through 3 to 4 minute stretches where it seems like they're all terrible shooters, like they can't score. But there are also times when this group gets hot and they just play incredible. So, you know, this team has what it takes to get hot at the right time. That is for sure. But for this second half for this game, I'd like to see them kind of corral Dessou. Suck it's not working with the amount you've gained. I know. It would have been fun to see Kobe pop up. I would have gotten really excited. But this, like you said, Daniel, this group has so much talent. Isaiah Jackson, Jacob Toppin, Devin Askew, Olivier Sarr, who hasn't really played to his, potential either. And on the half, Wildcats 42 points, 44% from the field, 6 blocks, 6 turnovers. They've also forced 10 and scored 16 points. If they can master offensive limit turnovers, they will be golden. That's the limiting turnovers is the thing. Because this group, like I've said, they can go through stretches, man, where it looks like they don't even know what they're doing out there. Like they'll just be throwing the ball all over the place. But we're getting into the second half here. Scottie Pippen gets a screen from Dessou. He's working against Jackson. He kicks it over to Evans. Evans drives, draws, kicks. Pippen, now's the time to get rolling, and he does not, misses. Olivier, you got to grab that rebound, buddy. Isaiah Jackson working hard, but Pippen comes up with it. He's working against Mintz. Gets a screen from Dessou, going downhill against Jackson. Kicks it out. Evans, pump fakes, gets everybody up in the air, but can't do nothing with it. Kicks it over to Wright. Wright and down low to Dessou. Dessou finds Clavion Brown, who puts it in, left-handed finish. Beautiful take, beautiful play. Dessou creating for others. As now let's see what Kentucky goes to. A little high-low set. Jackson looking for Sarr. He'll instead just go downhill, kicks it out to Askew. Askew loads one up, but there was a 3 in the key call down low. That is the only bad part about having the TV pretty low is that I can't hear whistles. So maybe I got to work on that. Connect some headphones or something. But Pippen gets a screen from Dessou again. It looks like that's what they're going to be going to. Pippen downhill, attacking, fouled. So he'll get to go to the line to try to stitch his name into the score column for the first time tonight. And this is what you do not want to do with a player that is struggling. You do not want to give them free opportunities at the line. A good shooter only needs to see it go through twice to get his confidence back. And free throws are the best chance to do that. He shoots just over 80% on the year. Pippen, the first one's up, and it is good. It rolls in. Again, Scottie Pippen Jr., he averages 20 on the year and just hasn't got rolling tonight, but maybe he gets rolling now as he caps both in. Dessou might be on triple-double watch as it looks like Vanderbilt going back to a zone press. Devin Askew breaks that with ease and gets it over to BJ. BJ back to Devin. Devin hands it off to Mintz. Mintz now hands it back to Askew. Who wants it? It's a hot potato. Gets a screen from Sarr. They find Sarr. One more he can't corral it. You've got to be kidding me. Scottie Pippen with the steal, and he's looking to push. He finds it. Beautiful pass. Clavion Brown, and one. What a dunk and what a start for Vanderbilt. A quick 4-0 spurt for Vanderbilt. Olivier Sarr, you have to catch that ball. There is no reason that you should not catch that ball. I'd go back to Toppin or Keon right now. Get Sarr out of there. You cannot play around with this. Momentum is a scary thing in a game called basketball. As Clavion Brown looks to cap in. The good old-fashioned three-point play. He misses off the front of the rim. Jackson clears it. He gets it up to Askew. Hey, have fun with that test, Dylan. I hate school. Devin Askew gets it over to Davion. Davion Mintz attacking. He goes right to the corner. Kicks it out to BJ. BJ pump fakes. Drives. Lays it up. Won't go, but he's battling. They're all battling. Isaiah Jackson. BJ corrals it. BJ up. It's a no good. But the battle is still going on underneath. Scottie Pippen finds it, and he's pushing. Scottie Pippen downhill. All the way. Left-handed up. It's no good. No whistle either. Davion Mintz with the rebound. He's pushing. Out to Askew. Askew looking to drive. Kicks it out. Davion wide. Open three off the front of the rim. Keon Brooks. No call. Wow. Looked like he got hit on the arm. As this is a very fast-paced start to the second half. Scottie Pippen has it for Vanderbilt. He's looking. Gets it over. Maxwell Evans. He drives. He kicks. Looks like right, and they're going to call a blocking foul on Davion Mintz. Something that we noticed against Vanderbilt, or against Auburn on Saturday. Lockdown browsers are the worst. Like, that's the dumbest invention ever. Don't they know we want to go on Quizlet? But Isaiah Jackson sits down. Lance Ware getting some minutes for the first time tonight. Maybe he wants a little bit of defense as he's on Clavion Brown. Brown looking to get it to Dessou. He won't. Instead, hands it off to Evans. Evans then hands it off to Wright. Wright attacking. Keon Brooks steals it. Great defense by Keon. Up to BJ. BJ, Euro step finish. Wow. Beautiful move by BJ Boston. The Cats are up by 8. What control by BJ Boston. As Scottie Pippen on the other end for Vandy. He finds Clavion Brown. Him and the rim are becoming great friends as he rips in another one. A beautiful pass by Scottie Pippen Jr. Askew drives, draws, kicks. BJ Boston won't go. Lance Ware battling. Clavion Brown clears it up to Scottie. Scottie looking to push. He's stopping, hesitates. Out to, and they're swinging it to right. In the corner, he's backing down BJ. Out, Clavion Brown. He'll attack and hammers down another one. Clavion Brown. Cal wants to talk about it. He is ripping Keon. Not happy with the defense there. Clavion Brown, watch out below. Did the rim piss him off? What is happening? Clavion Brown. Well, as a Kentucky fan, not the start you wanted to see. As Vanderbilt goes on a little spurt there. But you couldn't expect this game just to be a blowout. These SEC games, man, they're always going to be tight. That's what you got to love about the SEC conference. It's always going to be a battle. Some of the, during the halftime show, they were showing, like, Tennessee, they're a 4 seed in the tournament, but yet their record in the SEC is 7-6, and you're like, that doesn't add up. But then you're like, oh, they're in the SEC. So they get a little bit of the benefit of the doubt. These SEC schools, they can recruit. Maybe not as good as the Auburns, the Tennessees, the Kentuckys, but they still get the best of the best when it comes to 3 stars and 2 stars. And those guys can play. They're recruited for a reason. So it'll be interesting to see how Kentucky responds here. We do need to beat Tennessee on Saturday. That's a big one. Can't wait. 1 o'clock, be here. I'll start the stream at about 12:50, 12:55. Let everybody get in and get excited because that's a big one in Knoxville. I would love to be there. Wish I could. I'd go to Knoxville tomorrow for the Kentucky game on Saturday. It's always fun whenever we go to Tennessee. I'm hoping for a big win on Saturday. That'd be huge. But let's not get too ahead of ourselves. We need to focus on tonight. Man, quite the start for Vanderbilt, though. They did exactly what they needed to do. Starting to get other people in the scoring column. Shots are starting to fall a little bit for him. Scottie Pippen is getting more and more involved. Pippen, 2 points. He doesn't have a field goal yet. But Clavion Brown, 6 straight points for the Commodores. Will be extremely interesting to see where Kentucky goes here. I would go high-low. You always need to go to that high-low. That high-low, that just works wonders. It works beautifully. Keon Brooks can zip it into Isaiah Jackson. Keon Brooks can just go one-on-one and pick his spot. I trust Keon in that spot. 44-40 here early in the second half. This is what we're talking about as well. We need a 40-minute great game. It's all cool that you can play 20 minutes really well and then suck it up for the next 20. We need 40 great minutes. That's what makes a really good team in March. They can play. They can play against the good teams, and they can execute against the good teams. I would like to see a good out-of-bounds play here, a good possession. We need a bucket. Let's see where they go. Keon or BJ? That's where I want the ball. And Keon's not on the floor, so give it to BJ. They get it into Ware. Ware hands it off to BJ. It then hands it off to Askew. Askew finds Mintz. Mintz working, gets it into Toppin. Toppin's going to go to work. He faces up. Drives right, kicks it out. BJ. BJ Boston looking to attack. Nothing. He kicks it over Jacob Toppin. 5 seconds. 4. Mintz creates. Drives off the front of the rim. Didn't get enough up there as Vanderbilt looking to attack. They find Dessou, who then clicks it down to Clavion. And now Pippen will get him adjusted here. He's at the logo now, setting up the play. They have 13 to work. He gets it over to Evans. Evans gets it back to Pippen. Pippen looking to go to work. Gets a screen from Clavion. Nope, just pulls back 3. Won't go. Devin Askew corrals it for the Cats. He's looking to push. Up to Mintz. Mintz all the way. Drives, draws, kicks. BJ for 3. Won't go. Lance Ware battling down low, but they call a foul. That is a soft whistle. You're going to tell me all the physicality they play with on some of these drives, and you're going to call that soft foul on a rebound? What are we doing? SEC officials. We need to be better. That is terrible. Don't get me started on the SEC refs. My God, are they awful. But nonetheless, a foul on Ware. So we will see what Vanderbilt can do on their possession. It's 44-40. 15 minutes to go, another timeout on the floor. Man, oh man. That play right there kind of grinded my gears. You're telling me on some of these drives, these kids are getting hammered on both sides. But on a rebound, you can't have a little bit of physicality? I'm not even sure he pushed off. You got to get – you can't let the kids play tough for 50% of the inside game. That makes no sense. But I'm off my soapbox. I'm sorry. Had to go on it. Just frustrates me, man. As Vanderbilt, Scottie Pippen, he is struggling. 2 points. Apparently he's mad that Kentucky didn't recruit him. And Scottie, I'm glad we didn't. I'm not a fan of yours. But solid player nonetheless. Shouts out Scottie Pippen. Daddy Scottie. Love some Scottie Pippen. Senior. Scottie Pippen Sr. Scottie Pippen Jr. on the night. 2 points, 5 turnovers. 0 of 8 from the field. He's struggling a little bit. Scottie a bum. I think we're going to need to knock on wood. Because heaven forbid this guy get hot. That'd be bad news. Because, Lord, he could put them on in bunches. And we're only up by 4. We have no sort of cushion for him to get rolling. Dessou, like I've been saying, is the hot man. Already with a double-double. 17 and 10. For some reason, Kentucky goes back to Sarr. Not sure I agree with that. We haven't seen Keon yet in the second half. I hope he's not hurt. But Keon Brooks has yet to be in the ballgame. In the second half, I should say. I thought he was playing extremely well in the first half, too. So that's kind of that's kind of weird. But nonetheless, Scottie Pippen bringing it up. And he's going to get a screen. And he's working off a double screen. He gets it over. And that's a quick trigger. That's good. DJ Harvey from downtown. Another guy that averages 6 points for the Commodores. But DJ Harvey is a senior. He has 5. And it's a 1-point game. BJ, beautiful pass. Sarr hammers it in. Kentucky back up by 2. Gotta love seeing that high-low with BJ. Zips it over top of the defense to Olivier. Pippen, let's see how Vanderbilt responds. He drives, pump fakes once, floats it up. It's good. His first field goal of the game comes with 14:25 left in the second, and Vanderbilt is only down 1. Mintz looking to get it into Sarr. He does. He faces, he turns, he fires. And it rolls around, but it's off. Rebounded by Harvey. Up to Pippen. This is not what you want to see. Vanderbilt has a chance to take the lead. Pippen attacking, spin moves, up, won't go. Now bailout by the refs. Gotta love that. Mintz fires it in. BJ Boston, no foul, but he airballs the land, and it's Kentucky ball. You gotta love to see the fight that Kentucky was playing with on the glass. And now it'll be a baseline underneath for the Cats. I would love to see a score off the inbounds play. I feel like we haven't seen one of those in a while. That was clearly a foul on Dessou, and now Cal on the floor, not happy about something. And the group for the Cats is Jackson, Toppin, Sarr, Mintz, and Askew. Now the refs are conversating. I'm not sure what they're talking about, but something has frustrated Cal and frustrated them enough to look at something. Did they call a technical? I think they have called a technical. They have called a technical foul on Coach Cal. And he's not happy about it. And the refs, the SEC bum refs, are trying to explain it to him. I feel like they just don't like Coach Cal. I love John. He's my godfather. Big shouts out to Cal as Dessou hits the first free throw. Obviously, all jokes. Love Coach Cal. But that was a terrible technical. I'm not even sure how that was a technical. But nonetheless, Dessou with a chance to take the lead for the Commodores. It's up, and it's off the rim. Ball doesn't lie. Never has, never will. And Dessou goes 1 of 2. And now Coach Cal can yell at the ref he doesn't like a little bit closer. But they gave the point to Vanderbilt. Coach Cal, it appears, was talking to his team when he got the technical. Reminds me in the NBA when Draymond Green was yelling at Wiseman. I'm not too sure what's going on right now. It looks like they're going with the baseline underneath. Daniel, you can tell me if I'm wrong. That was a technical on Cal, correct? As they give it to Askew at the top of the key. Looks like he's going to get a screen. No, out to Mintz. Mintz attacking, flips it over to Askew. Askew looking. Nothing. Out to Mintz. Mintz jab steps and fires. Tough three, and it's good. Davion Mintz. Cold-blooded three. Nothing really going on in that possession. He jab steps, fires, and it's good. We're better after Cal gets the tee. That is correct. Nothing better than when Cal gets ejected. That's when you know we're about to turn it on. Dessou working against Jackson in the corner. Dessou posting him up, spins. Isaiah Jackson, the best defender in the SEC, gobbles that one up. Davion Mintz on the other end. Over to top and quick swing to Askew. Askew looking, gives it to Mintz, top of the key, back to Askew on the left wing. Looks like he's going to try to get a screen from Sarr. Nothing brewing. Kicks it cross court to Mintz. Mintz attacking the right wing. Now towards the center of the court. Out to Askew. Askew relocates, sets, fires, won't go, but their battling will be Kentucky ball. No, a foul is called. And it looks like Vanderbilt player DJ Harvey has lost his contact. You hate to see that, but great defense by Isaiah Jackson. This man should go lottery just off his defense. He's exactly what you want in a big man. As DJ Harvey will need to exit the game for a quick stint as he goes to reapply some solution on that contact. I know those problems. No, not fun getting your contact poked out of your eye. It's never fun. As Pippen will set it up for the Commodores. He's attacking on Isaiah. They call a foul due to a head bob by Pippen. And now, number 11 for Vanderbilt checks in. Don't even have him written down, so Lord knows who that is. Much better when Cal is kicked out. That's what I'm saying, Harper. Like, whenever the runs that Kentucky goes on whenever Coach Cal is ejected from a game, it has to be one of the best in the league. That was a foul on Jackson. So I refrain from my head bob remark. But Isaiah Jackson with 4 fouls. That kid's got to stay out of foul trouble. We need him out there. But out to Pippen. We're going to have to work with what is due. And Keon gets his first appearance of the second half. And now they bail Scottie Pippen out again with another foul call. Pippen will now go to the line where he will look to add to his point total. He can work on 5 and 6 right here. Kentucky huddles up and talks about it. On the floor for Kentucky is Keon, Toppin, Askew, Mintz, and Sarr. So a nice little lineup out here for the Cats. As Pippen connects on the first free throw. Let's try to get this scoreboard to refresh here. There it is, 49-47 with 12:17 to go. Pippen, the second one is up, and it's off the mark. Keon Brooks collects the rebound and gives it to Askew. Askew will bring it into the front court. He's getting pressured by Thomas as soon as he crosses half. Let's see where Kentucky goes. They're going to enter it into Toppin. Toppin looking to go down low to Sarr. He finds Sarr, and it tears the rim down. Olivier Sarr, his second dunk of the second half. You got to love Olivier Sarr getting aggressive. As Pippen, right back the other way, flips it up and in. Tough finish. Scottie Pippen Jr. And they're going right back to Sarr. Sarr faces up, jab step, and that's a beautiful shot. Olivier Sarr, here he comes. I love it. Scottie Pippen working on Askew. He drives, kicks, Thomas. And they're going to call a moving screen on number 11. A freshman from Canada, Trey Thomas. Maybe I do have him written down, just with the wrong number. So he's number 11. Need to fix that here. He averages 5.5 points per game. Trey Thomas, sorry about that. But for the Cats, it's 51-47. Or rather, or no, it's 53-49. There it is. 53-49 for the Cats. I would love for them to continue to allow Sarr to work. Sarr now has his mid-range game going. And I remember a few games ago when he got his 3-ball working, it was absolutely beautiful. 11 is Albert Brafee. That's the guy I don't have written down. Is Albert Brafee. Brayley. Gosh, I can't read whenever the camera's on. I swear. But Albert Brayley will make his appearance for the Commodores as they look to continue to work on this league. They went up, I believe, for a split second, if I remember it correctly. But then Kentucky regained control. It's looking like this is going to go down to the wire. So this will be interesting. I would like to see B.J. Boston continue to be aggressive. I want to see Keon be more aggressive. But whole lot of basketball left. We got over 10 minutes. And Kentucky can look to go on a winning streak. And that would be huge. It'd be their second winning streak of the year. They've only gone on one winning streak, and it was of 3 games. And Vanderbilt was a part of the teams that helped them get to that 3-game winning streak. They beat them way back in January 5th of 2021, 77-74. It's looking like that's the kind of ending that we're in store for here. As here we go. Trey Thomas. Albert Braley. Dessou. Pippen. And it looks like Harvey. Nope, that's Wright. Wright's back on the court. No DJ Harvey since he had the contact issue for the Commodores. They're looking to get the ball into Sarr. Keon Brooks at the top of the key over to BJ. BJ attacks mid-range jumper off the back iron. And now I believe they call a foul on Vanderbilt. Number 11, Brayley, on the box out of B.J. Boston. So B.J. was aggressive right there. Just couldn't get the shot to fall. I love the aggression, though. On the inbounds play, they're getting it to Sarr. Sarr then hands it to Askew. Askew gets doubled. He tries stepping through and loses the ball. Dessou comes up with it, kicks it up to Pippen. Pippen looking to push. Pippen on the right side. Cross, attacks, out, one more, Brayley to right. Right for 3, it got blocked. Pippen saves, and it goes out of bounds. And it's Kentucky ball. Vandy already in the bonus. Yes, they are. 17 fouls on Kentucky compared to Vanderbilt's 2 as Askew brings it across the court. Or across the half court line here. BJ gets it to Keon. Keon looking to enter it into Toppin. He does, but it's off Toppin's foot. And now Wright will attack for Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt all the way. And it's good. Jordan Wright sticks it in. A 2-point game. 53-51. As Askew brings it up for the Cats. We need buckets here. We need to have some consistent offense. They get it into Keon at the top of the key. BJ gets a screen from Sarr, and they give it to him. BJ now at the top of the key. They're looking to get Toppin open, and they do. Mid-range jumper. He pulls in. Float game is off, and it's good. Count the bucket. Jacob Toppin. A floater and the foul. Can get 3 points the good old-fashioned way. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss a live stream. Yes, sir. We go live for NBA games and some Kentucky games. Kentucky, the next one is on Saturday. The next live stream for the NBA is on Thursday and Friday. So we will be covered all week long here on the X Factor Sports Talk Network as Jacob Toppin goes to the line. Jacob Toppin looking to put the +1 on his three-point play, and he does. 56-51 for the Cats. Toppin with a tough finish and the foul. So looks like Pippen's going to take it up in the Front court for the Commodores. He's looking. And here's DJ Harvey. He's back for Vanderbilt. You love to see that for him. Pippen drives all the way. No good. You got to be able to finish that, Pippen. Slight contact from Keon, but not enough for a whistle. And it looks like they're trying to give the ball to Keon. Call a foul on Thomas for his defense on Keon in the post. That was a mismatch and a half. A mouse in the house, if you will. I would have loved to see them get a quick pass to Keon, try to let him go to work. But Thomas commits the foul, so now Kentucky will be out of bounds underneath, where they've been a lot this game, I feel like. I feel like they have worked on the inbounds plays a lot. Appreciate that, Randy. I really do. This is only my third time doing this, so I feel like I'm trying to get better and better each game. As Sarr pulls up, won't go. Keon battles and tips it in. Great rebound by Keon. Way to battle. Down low. Keon Brooks up and in as Pippen looking to answer. He trips and falls, throws it off Keon's foot. Look at Dessou. Vanderbilt's big man has come to play, putting his body on the line for that basketball. Beautiful play by Dessou. I'm a big fan of this sophomore. Dessou working hard. Scottie Pippen about turns the ball over, and then it's a scrum. Davion Mintz gets called for the foul as Dessou hit the turf for the ball. Davion kind of landed on top of him. Dessou puts in the first one. Dessou. How do you do, Dessou? Great game. Came to play. I love that for the kid. He's got 20 points. I appreciate it, Rick. I really do. As Toppin gets it into Mintz. Mintz on the right side, flips it up to BJ. BJ back to Mintz, and it looks like they'll set up the offense here. Mintz, they're setting a couple side screens here for Toppin. Toppin looking to get it in the post. Won't get it, but they'll give it to Keon, top of the key. They give it to BJ. He'll come to the top of the key. Now Davion working. Toppin working. They get it to Toppin. Mid-range. Off the mark. Look at the battling. The big men are battling down low. Every rebound, it's a battle. Olivier Sarr gets his hands on that one, and he is fouled. Man, I love the way Kentucky is battling for rebounds. I love it. Davion Mintz looking, finds Keon. Keon kicks it out to Toppin. Toppin doesn't know what to do with it, so he flips it up. It won't go. But guess who? Keon Brooks with the rebound. May get away with a travel, but he's fouled before his shot. So it looks like Kentucky will go out of bounds underneath yet again. This is the third offensive rebound for the Wildcats this possession. Man, Jacob Toppin really had no clue what to do with the ball there. And Keon gets away with a travel, but the ref didn't call it, so I didn't see it. Olivier Sarr all the way, gets fouled. The whistles are starting to pile up here for Vanderbilt. And now Kentucky is in the bonus. Are Randy and Rick friends? Are we about to see a reunion in the chat? Rick and Randy. Thank you guys so much for joining. I hope you're having a good time. Because I know I am. I'm having really fun. As DJ Harvey checks out for Vanderbilt here. Olivier Sarr gets two. He flips up the first one, and it's good. 59-53. Oh, Rick, you're not from Fleming County? What a shame. What a shame. No, but my family is from Bath, Fleming, and Mount Sterling. That's awesome. So you're a Kentucky man, Rick. As Olivier Sarr puts in the second one, and Pippen on the other end gets doubled out to right. Right at the top of the key. He's looking to get some help. Gets a screen from Brown. Doesn't want it. Drives, draws, kicks. 3 balls up. 3 balls no good. But Cleveon Brown. Great rebound. And Maxwell Evans turns it over as the Cats are looking to push. Davion Mintz over to BJ Boston. Boston Gets it over to Keon. Keon is looking to go to work out to Mintz. Mintz looks inside, gets it back to Keon on the right wing. He's looking to attack. Maybe the short corner, I should say. Zips it over. Olivier Sarr can't handle the ball. Can he wear gloves? My goodness. My man's got butterfingers. You're supposed to lick your fingers before you play, buddy. Clean them bad boys off. You're from Fort Wayne. We got one from Owensboro. Awesome. I love it. Is Fort Wayne in Indiana? I thought so. Man, we got fans all over the place. We had one earlier from Illinois. He didn't want to be known from Chicago. So we got to make sure that we to let you know he's from Illinois. He's not from Chi-Town. Rick was born in Bath County. Moved north as a kid. Unfortunately, Indiana Hoosiers. Yeah, feels bad for you, man. Not a fan of the Hoosiers. One of my best friends growing up was a Hoosier fan, and I had to deal with that my whole life, and that was terrible. Walking into his basement and just seeing Indiana Hoosiers everywhere. Your skin kind of cripples. Kind of get a little eerie feeling. You want to throw up a little bit. Yeah, Rick, Keon is from Fort Wayne. Love to see that. Hopefully, we'll get to see junior year Keon. I would love to see junior year Keon. Remind me a little bit of Nick Richards, but he would be better than Nick, obviously. Keon Brooks with a lot of potential. I think the kid has one of the highest ceilings on this Kentucky team. They suck, yes. I like one of their players now. He's got the two named last name. I can't think of his name off the top of my head, but I need to find it out now because now I'm getting frustrated with myself. But that's like the only player from Indiana that I enjoy watching in any stretch. I wouldn't even say I enjoy it. But he's not a bad player, to say the least at all. I'm trying to find it here. Okay, I'm about to find it. Somebody else in the chat's going to find it before I get there. I know it. Nope, here it is. Trace Jackson Davis. He averages about 20 points and 9.5 rebounds. He's a sophomore out of Greenwood, Indiana. So another Indiana kid. Maybe they produce a little bit. Maybe. But Trace Jackson Davis, probably the best player that Indiana's seen since Yogi Ferrell. Eric Gordon. So they need to hold on to him. But I'm sure he'll go pro at the end of the year. So we're about to get back into action for the Wildcats. 60-53 here. 7:57 to go in the second half. This has been a lot of fun. Again, appreciate everybody hanging out with me, talking with me. It's always fun. As Pippen brings it across half court. Gives it in to Brown, looking for the handoff, doesn't get it. He now hands it off to Pippen. Pippen looking for the screen. He ain't going to get it. B.J. Boston switches on to him. Pippen drives, draws, kicks. And he's looking for him again. Can't get it to him. Now they give it to Dessou. Dessou loses it. B.J. Boston shovels it over. Davion Mintz. Foul. No foul. It was rejected away by Jordan Wright. Great transition defense by the Commodores. Davion Mintz is holding his face, so he may have gotten whacked. Let's see. No, he flopped. Davion, come on. You're better than that. Great no call by the ref as while the replay is showing, I think Jacob Toppin put in a jump shot. You got to hate that. I would have loved to see that jump shot. As Pippen brings it in to the half-court line. Dessou down low. He's working on Keon. Faces up, turns. He spins. Nowhere to go. Muscles through Keon. Go ahead and flex, big man. Dessou. Dylan Dessou. We're going to know his name in the SEC for a long time. He's going to be a pain. But BJ over to Keon. Keon finds Toppin. Same spot. Different result. He misses this one. Dessou crashes in for the rebound. Up to Pippen. Pippen is getting a screen from Brown. He's looking for Dessou. Won't get it there. Instead, he's just dribbling around. He's looking to attack. Attacking on Mintz. Spin move. And Sarr cleans it up. My goodness, great defense from the Wildcats. Been a while since Indiana was really good, like a good tournament team. They've had a good game every now and then. Yeah, their last good year was with like Cody Zeller. They went on a pretty good run. But other than that, I'm not too sure of a good Indiana team in a while. As Dessou, and that's been 5 years. Dessou into the front court, hands it over. He zips it cross court to Pippen. Pippen for three. No contest. That's off the mark. Davion Mintz, he throws. Pippen saves it to Dessou. Dessou can't get it. Sarr clears it. And now Mintz will hand it off to Askew, and now he'll run the show. Yeah, like 10 years ago when they hit the game winner. Keon Brooks, mid-range jumper, offline. He still is yet to score. Keon Brooks can't get it going on the offensive end. Well, he has 2 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists. So Keon doing a little bit of everything despite having an off-night shooting. So that's okay. It's always said that if you're struggling shooting the ball, you got to be able to do other things. That's why he's still out there. As Jordan Wright takes it in, kicks it out to Dessou. Dessou gets a screen from Wright. Nope, drives baseline. Kicks it over, but it's stolen away by B.J. Boston. That's another thing I've noticed from B.J. His anticipation on defense. You got to love it. B.J. Boston. Great defensive play there. And now he'll wait. Gives it over to Askew. Askew looking for Sarr down low. Doesn't get it to him. Instead, gives it to Mintz. Top of the key now. Looking to go to the right side. Gets it to Askew. Sarr really wants the ball. Not going to get it. Askew driving, attacking, kicking. Boston, three. Won't go. Keon battling. But Vanderbilt's going to attack early. Right all the way. Right-handed finishes up and good. And a quick timeout from Vanderbilt. 62-57. Beautiful transition basketball by Vanderbilt there. He could have taken another step, but he made it much more difficult on himself. Took one step and got there. Jordan Wright, he averages 8.5 points on the year, 4.5 rebounds, 52% from three. But those are only on 21 attempts. So, and he's only taken one today. So he's probably hovering around 50% exactly because he's made 11, shot 22, made 11. 62-57. Let's see here. 4.5 minutes left, under 5 minutes. This is where we start considering clutch time. Who steps up? Who makes the big play for the Kentucky Wildcats? Who does it? Is it BJ? Is it Sarr? Is it Jackson? It looks like they're going back to Jackson with the 4 fouls. He's got 15 points and 9 rebounds. IU fans still brag about that shot. Yes, dude. Yes, they do. Every year they post it on their Twitter, their Instagram, their Facebook. Every brand of social media is like, oh, my God, we beat Kentucky. It's like, yeah, 11 years ago. Congratulations. And you haven't done anything since that's even worth talking about. It's quite funny, but here comes Mintz. I'm expecting a good 5 minutes here from Mintz. So he gets a screen from Sarr, Mintz into the front court. He's attacking. Kicks it out to Toppin, back to Mintz. Mintz gets fouled, absolutely hammered by Wright here, Jordan Wright. Davion Mintz. I love this kid. I would love for Davion Mintz to come back. I think I've said it already. He is a senior, but there's an extra year of eligibility for those due to COVID and other situations. They're extending out an extra year of eligibility. So that's awesome. Good move by the NCAA. A very rare good move by the NCAA. Normally they make terrible decisions. But it looks like Jordan Wright is checking out for Vanderbilt. He's been playing very, very well. I'm surprised that they are going to the very small Trey Thompson here. Or Trey Thomas, rather. Sorry. As Davion Mintz makes the first one, and he's barking about Trey Thomas coming into his area. And he's not happy about it. Something that's been a bright spot as well, Kentucky free throw shooting. 13 of 14 today. Cannot complain.
Normally they are god-awful from the foul line. Mintz puts in the second one, 64-57. Scottie Pippen's going to get the ball. Let's see if he can make a play here in the last 4 minutes. If I'm them, I go to Dazoo. He's been their rock all night. Pippen gets the screens. It looks like he wants to shoot. And that's what he does. Pulls a three, and it's good. Scottie Pippen Jr. You could tell when he crossed half court, he wanted to shoot. Davion Mintz now brings it up. Kicks it over to Askew. Askew dribbling. I would like to see them go back to Keon. And nope, they spin, go to Toppin. Toppin looking, gives it to Mintz. Mintz looking down low to Sarr. Sarr faces up, jab step, dribbles one, dribble right. Jacob Toppin, corner three. You bet. Jacob Toppin. Big shot from Jacob Toppin. Not known for his three-point shooting, but he puts one in. Beautiful shot. Let's go. Beautiful pass by Sarr. Driving baseline. Scottie Pippen, no call, but the Zoo, you bet, and one, no call. He's yelling at the refs. Probably could have gotten a tee, but offensive rebound, step back. I mean, what can you say about Dylan Dazoo? 67-62, Askew up to Sarr, who finishes 69-62. And here comes Vanderbilt on the other end. Looking to get a screen. Scottie all the way. Left hand is up. Left hand is good. Here comes Scottie Pippen Jr. These Vanderbilt players like talking to the refs. As now Askew will bring it up into the front court. Scottie Pippen draped all over him. Askew loses it, but now a foul on Pippen. Maybe too aggressive. He doesn't like the call. Imagine that. And he's walking straight to the bench. Reset scoreboard. Sorry. I need to do that a little bit more. 67-62 is what it says. It's going to reset 69-64, 2:58, and a timeout. Sorry, I get so locked into the game. I need to start doing that a little bit more. Here we go. Under 3 minutes, 5-point game. Scottie Pippen now has 12 points. So he's starting to get rolling a little bit. Obviously, Dylan Dazoo is rolling. 24-13 on the night. I mean, this is going to be a good ending to a game here. I'm kind of confused why they don't have Clavion Brown out there, DJ Harvey, and Jordan Wright, along with Pippen and Dazoo. That's the crew I would go with if I was Stackhouse. Who knows who Cal's going to go here? I'm sure Sarr, Jackson, Toppin, BJ. Maybe not Toppin, because they want to get BJ, Davion, and Devin out there. So Sarr and Jackson. But it looks like Keon is talking to Coach Cal here, so maybe they'll roll with him here. Yeah, just yell at me every now and again to refresh the scoreboard. It was doing it by itself for the whole first half, and for some reason here in the second half, it's making me do it. I'm not too sure why, because I got it pulled up right next to me. You would think that it would continue to run, but who knows? I'll continue to do my best after every score to refresh it, just so you guys are seeing the most accurate score. All right, 3 minutes left. This game's been a lot of fun. Very good game. I wouldn't expect anything less. So it looks like Kentucky will be shooting free throws, potentially. Good to see. Sarr, yep, still in the game, yeah. Olivier. We've gone to him a lot in close situations as Askew's at the line, 69-64. Sarr has kind of been like our go-to guy in the we need a bucket because he just works so effortlessly in the block. But Askew struggling tonight, 1 of 5 from the field, but the first free throw's up and it's good. 70-64. We'll see what Askew does here. Nope. Refresh too quick this time. Askew puts it up, and it's good. 71-64. 2:58 to go. As here comes Trey Thomas for the Commodores. Askew's on him. They give it over to Scotty. Scotty on the left wing gets a screen from Dessou. Pippen all the way against Jackson. They call a foul. That is a bad call. He was straight up. I don't know what they want him to do. If we do want to go on a run, he has to be able to stay out of foul trouble. But let's see. Was there contact? Yeah. He needs to go straight up. He was bent over. It looks like they will go Sarr instead of Jackson. His foul trouble has costed us some games. Yes, it has. Because Isaiah Jackson, man, he changes the game for us. He's such a presence. That is a rough call for a guy's fifth. Especially because officials tend to know sometimes. There's Big O. How you doing, Oscar? Can't wait to watch him next year for the Cats as Pippen to the line. Makes the first. I think he has missed only one free throw tonight. He's 5 of 6 from the line. As it's 71-65. Pippen makes the second. And I'll try to reset the score here. 71-66, 2:43 to go. Davion Mintz hands it over to Askew. Askew back to Mintz, and now Mintz will set up the offense. Let's see what they do here. Keon, Sarr, Toppin, Mintz, Askew. Over to Toppin. Hands it over to Mintz. Mintz looking for Sarr. Gets it there. Sarr going one-on-one. One dribble. Devin Askew. 3-ball off the front of the rim. Not even close. Daru gets the rebound. Scottie Pippen on the attack. Or Dessou. Pippen all the way up. It's good. Here comes Scottie Pippen Jr. 71-68. As now Mintz will set up the offense for the Cats. A minute and 55 to go. Mintz gets it into Keon. Keon top of the key. He's looking. He's going to start dribbling. Hands it over to Mintz. Mintz with 10. With 9 on the shot clock. Mintz dribbles, pulls, and it's good. Davion Mintz. What a bucket there. 74-68. What a shot. 18 points for Davion. As Pippen looking to answer. Attacking in on Toppin. He's looking. He finds no one. He loses the ball. Corrals it back. One dribble. And they swat him at the rim. Keon Brooks. But then does Dessou with the offensive rebound, stick back, and the foul. He's going to get 3 points the good old-fashioned way. You have to rebound. Great defense. Can't complain. But you have to get the rebound. Close out the job. Man, what defense, but then the putback by Dessou continues to just pour it on. 26-15-3. Dylan Dessou, and he makes the second. I don't know why I keep wanting to say Daniel. Shouts out Daniel Sullivan. Toppin inbounding. Gives it to Mintz. Kentucky only up 3. Toppin with the ball in the backcourt. Up to Mintz. They got 4 to get it across. They get it across plenty. Mintz turns the ball over. And now Dessou on the other end sticks it up and in. My goodness. Here we go again. 74-73. Keon Brooks into the half court. Oh my goodness. They called a charge. Oh my goodness. Keon Brooks. Watch out below. How is that a charge? Okay, maybe a charge. You can't make that call. Oh my goodness, Keon Brooks sucks the air out of the room. Or sucks the gravity out of the room. My sayings are off. Wow. And you could tell that ref really wanted to make that call. The effective punch with the charge. My goodness. A highlight play wiped away. 74-73. 51 seconds left. Man, oh man. What a finish we're about to have here. Defense, defense, defense. We need a stop, and we need a bucket. Another garbage call. Refs taking the game. That was crazy. Yeah, down the stretch, man, I'm telling you, these SEC refs want to make it about them. That is a no call. That is a no call. But just D up here, Keon Brooks is now fouled out. So Keon has not fouled out. Must have just been a timeout. So now Scottie Pippen, 48 seconds to go. 74-73. Pippen into the half court, gives it over to DJ Harvey. Harvey over to right. Right's attacking, spin move, flips it up, and it's off. But guess who gets the rebound? But it doesn't matter. He missed. Scramble for the ball. Scrambling. He may have gotten away with a travel, but they call another foul on Jacob Toppin. And now Vanderbilt will go to the line. What a battle it was underneath for that ball. What once was 74-68 is now 74-73. And Toppin just takes out the legs. That's a good call. But you just need to be more cautious there as DeSue got another rebound. He has 29 and 16. But, in good news, Jordan Wright misses the first. So now, the game will at least be tied. If not, we'll be up by 1. Awesome. On the season, he's a 77% foul shooter. So, we'll see what happens here. Second one's up. Second one's off. He doesn't got it. Toppin with the rebound. And they commit a foul. Oh, my goodness. He missed both. And now we need to make both. We need to make both here. No excuses. Jacob Toppin, make up for your foul. I cannot believe Jordan Wright just missed both of those. A 77% foul shooter. Wow. We have to make these free throws. Toppin, the first one. It's up. And it is good. Jacob Toppin. 75-73 Cats. We need one more defensive stand and some more free throws, and we're good. Jacob Toppin on the season, 73% from the line. Toppin. They put back in Boston. BJ, after starting out very hot, cooled off. But another double-digit game for him. Proud of him. Toppin, second one's good. Let's go. Big-time free throws for Jacob Toppin. 76-73 with 30 seconds. Pippen into the front court. Gets a screen. He's going downhill. They call a ticky-tack foul. Oh, my goodness. What's up, Ricky? Nice to have you. Go Cats. We're in the final seconds here of the game. Scottie Pippen gets a tic-tac foul. As imagine that, SEC refs trying to just take over the game. And it's so frustrating. But here we are. Pippen now has a chance to cut it to 1. And then play the free throw game with Kentucky. He makes the first. 76-71. Or 76-74, rather. Sorry. Pippen at the line. He's going to make this one. He's a good foul shooter. 6 of 7 on the night. Will he improve to 7 of 8? Yes, he will. Got a little spin. 76-75. Vanderbilt is pressing. They get it to Keon. Keon looking for help. Keon finds Askew. Askew looking up to Toppin. Toppin gets fouled. Here we go. We have never needed Jacob Toppin so much. You are correct. Jacob Toppin with 2 more tough free throws. We're up by 1. So either way here, we are walking out of these free throws with the lead. Jordan Wright has just found out for Vanderbilt. Very dejected as he walks to the bench, the senior. Or no, that's a sophomore. Sorry. He looks like a senior. He looked like DJ Harvey as well. A lot of Vanderbilt's players kind of look alike. Have you never heard of a ticky-tack foul? It's a soft foul. It's another word for soft. Ticky-tack. Ticky-tack, not ticky-top. Ticky-tack. It's like a very soft call. It's Jacob Toppin. First free throw's up. Free throw's good. Jacob Toppin. Cold-blooded from the line. Second one. Takes a deep breath. Dribbles once. Breathes. Fires. It's good. 78-75. You are our new entertainment. Hey, let's go. I will proudly be your new entertainment. Every Kentucky game will be here. Some NBA games as well throughout the week. We also release videos on the channel, so if you like what you're seeing, go ahead and subscribe. I got 3 other X Factor Sports Talk members. Daniel Sullivan is one. He's in the chat very often. Fred Weisner and Caleb Wilson. We all love sports, love Kentucky. How are you, Ricky? It's good to have you. 19 seconds to go, 78-75. Can Kentucky hold on? They've controlled for most, if not all, the game. Come on, defense. No, you got it. Is Scottie Pippen going to try to drive here? Or what are they going to do? Better than Dickie V? Hey, shouts out Dick Vitale. I love Dick Vitale. Come on, we need a stop. Welcome, Nathan. It's good to have you. Pippen into the front court. Gets a screen from Brown. And he hands it off. Dessou won't go. Brandon Boston rebounds, and he gets fouled. 2 free throws seal it. Let's go. That's big time there. 78-75. 9.3 to go. Jacob Toppin, you dirty dog. But great play design by Vanderbilt. Dessou got the shot you would want. That's the guy you want taking it. As Brandon will take his first 2 free throws of the night. Brandon Boston puts up the first. It's good. Let's go. 79-75. And that should seal it. Barring anything crazy happening. Knocking on wood. I would love to talk with Dick Vitale. That would be so much fun. Brandon Boston hits it. The diaper dandy. Gets it up to Pippen. Pippen runs into the front court and takes the timeout. Ice water in his veins. Let's go. Hey, it's the Cats, baby. Let's go. My old Kentucky home. Man, oh man. 80-75. 6 seconds to go. Let's go. Big game. Love seeing Cameron Fletcher excited. Love seeing the guys excited. Except for Dante Allen. He looks about as depressed can be. My goodness. Have a smile, Dante. Your team is winning. That's just kind of the person he is, I guess. Just very lackadaisical. Not much. I'm not saying like as a basketball player. I'm saying as like I've met him and I've played against him. Let's go, Cats, man. Let's go. 80-75. We just need one more stop to absolutely seal it. I would love a steal and a slam. Cap this one off. I would love a steal and a slam. I'm calling my shot. BJ, steal it and slam it, baby. How about they throw it in? Get it out to Pippen. Pippen for 3. And they call a foul? This is now the second straight game they have called a foul. And get this. The spread is 4 points. Okay? Not to be a theorist. The spread is 4 points. That is clearly not a foul. The spread is 4 points. You give Pippen 3 opportunities to cover the spread for Vanderbilt. That's a theory. Sit tight on that one. Age test for the group. Happy Chandler singing My Old Kentucky Home. Yeah, I like when he talks, but when Dickie pulls out his stories, I would rather want to hear the game. Yeah, Dick can get on some rabbit trails, per se. But I think that's what makes Dick Vitale Dick Vitale. There's only a few announcers like Bill Walton, and now Davion Mintz has fouled out. But there's only a few announcers that can get away with that kind of stuff as Pippen puts in the first one. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying, Daniel. They want to get that spread cover. And Pippen makes the second. Now he covers the spread. 80-77. Go Cats, man. What a game. Let's hope for no more dramatics. Pippen at the line. Flips it up. It's good. I would have intentionally missed there if I was him. But maybe you can get a steal. Toppin, inbounding. And he is going to throw it into Askew. Askew is fouled. That's the guy you want for at the foul line if you're Kentucky. Maybe Toppin. Good theory. I mean, Al. Just saying. Back-to-back games. Back-to-back games. Daniel, it doesn't matter anymore, man. Because the spread is 4. They're going to cover the spread. Welcome, Jeffrey. It's good to have you. Go Big Blue. That's right. Big game here. Let's see if Askew can put the finishing touches on it. 2 of these ends the game. Askew spins the ball. Breeze. Up. Good. Devin Askew. Now this is the big one. Can Devin Askew hit this one? Askew looks calm as can be. Flips it up, and it's good. All butter. Devin Askew seals it for the Cats. 82-78. Vanderbilt takes a timeout here. 82-78. 2.5 seconds left. And the Kentucky Wildcats are going to improve to 7-13 on the year. 6-7 in the SEC. You got to love it. Got to love it. Let's go. Also, 50 viewers. What's good, everybody? The energy is great in here. I feel great. So excited for you guys to be here. What's up, Sean? Butter, baby. You know it. It's butter. Good offensive game for the Cats. Yes, it was. Davion played really well. Isaiah Jackson played well. We had 5 guys in double digits. 5 guys in double digits. That is huge. We are very grateful for each and every one of you for tuning in. If you like what you're seeing, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Again, giveaway at 100 subscribers. And you can enter into that giveaway just by clicking subscribe. We appreciate it. Again, next Kentucky stream will be Saturday at 1 o'clock. They play in Knoxville against the Tennessee Volunteers. Should be a really good game. I'm really excited for that one. But we need to close the deal here. 2.5 seconds. 82-78. Sarr guarding the inbounds. It looks like they have senior DJ Harvey. They throw it in. They get it in. Pippen for 3. And it won't go. The Kentucky Wildcats win this one 82-78. Big time win for the Cats. Let's go. Come on, man. 82-78. 5 players in double digits. You can't tell me this team isn't turning a corner, man. You can't tell me. 82-78. Big win for the Cats. Quick shout out, everybody, for watching. Do we have any sort of after-the-game thoughts? Yes, can't wait to see you guys on Saturday. Should be a good one. After-the-game thoughts, it was really fun. Al, hope to see you Saturday. Rick, everybody who's been in here the whole time. Appreciate your Rick crumbs. I love Trailer Trash Tammy. Nathan, Ricky, Howard, Todd, Al, Nathan, Matthew. I appreciate everybody. Daniel, of course, it's always fun. Let's go. Big win. We will go to Knoxville on Saturday looking to go on a 3-game winning streak for the second time this season. Can't wait. I'll see you guys on Saturday. Thank you, Rick. I appreciate it. Hope to see you.